Hello everyone. Today we re-diving into one of the most thrilling, underrated showdowns in the entire insect kingdom, figuring out once and for all who is the true number one warrior of the Katydid family. For nature lovers and insect fans, katydids are far more than just noisy, leaf-shaped bugs that chirp in the trees. They come in all shapes and sizes, from tiny, gentle plant eaters to massive, fearsome predators that rule the rainforest understory. And when it comes to pure fighting power, three names always rise to the top: the Ghost King, Katydid, the Amazon Giant, Jungle Katydid, and the Borneo Armor Katydid. Each has built a reputation as a brutal, well-equipped fighter, but only one can be the strongest. Today, we'll break down their size, weapons, defenses, speed, and real-world hunting skills to crown the ultimate Katydid champion. Let us start by stepping into the dense, steamy rainforests of South America, home to our first contender, the Ghost King, Katydid, scientifically known as Panacanthus cuspidatus. This insect doesn't just look like a warrior, it looks like a creature from a fantasy movie, built completely for hunting and combat. From the tip of its spiky head to the end of its spined legs, every part of the Ghost King Katydid is designed to attack, grip, and subdue prey. Adults grow to between 65 and 80 millimeters long, making them one of the largest predatory katydids on the planet. Even their nymphs, the young version of the insect, are already large and fierce, long before they reach full size. What makes the Ghost King so terrifying is its complete package of offensive tools. First, it has an oversized, powerful head with massive sharp mandibles that can crush through the exoskeletons of other insects with ease. These jaws aren't just for show. They can bite hard enough to break through thin plant stems and even hold onto struggling prey without letting go. Second, its entire body, including its head, thorax, and all 6 legs, is covered in long, sharp spines. These spines serve two key purposes. They help the katydid grip onto branches and leaves tightly while hunting, and they act as a defensive barrier that stops smaller predators from grabbing it easily. Unlike many katydids that eat mostly plants, the Ghost King Katydid is a pure active predator. It spends its nights moving slowly through the trees, using its long, sensitive antennae to detect the slightest movement of nearby insects. Once it locks onto a target, whether it is a fast-flying hoverfly, a sturdy beetle, or even other smaller katydids, it strikes with shocking speed. Its front legs shoot forward to trap the prey against its spiny limbs, and its powerful jaws finish the hunt in seconds. Even quick, agile insects that can escape most predators stand almost no chance against the Ghost King's combination of speed and grip. Its native range stretches across Costa Rica, Cuba, Brazil, Peru, and Bolivia, covering some of the richest rainforest habitats in South America. In these areas, it is known as a top insect predator, feared by small creatures that share its home. What makes the Ghost King special in a fight is its pure offensive ability. It is built to attack, chase, and subdue, with almost no wasted body parts or weak points for an enemy to exploit. Next, we travel deep into the heart of the Amazon rainforest, the largest and most biodiverse jungle on Earth, to meet our second heavyweight, the Amazon Giant, Jungle Katydid. This katydid isn't just a predator. It is a genuine giant, the biggest member of the Katydid family in terms of overall mass and length. Adults can reach an incredible 10 to 15 centimeters long from head to wingtip, with a wingspan that can stretch to nearly 25 centimeters. That is bigger than many small birds and far larger than both the Ghost King and the Borneo Armor Katydid. If combat was only about size, the Amazon Giant would win without a fight. Its body is thick, muscular, and heavily built, with strong legs that can deliver powerful kicks and jump long distances to surprise prey or escape danger. While it's not a pure carnivore like the Ghost King, it's highly omnivorous with a strong predatory streak. It eats leaves, fruit, and other plant matter, but it also actively hunts insects, small spiders, and even weak or injured small invertebrates. Its size gives it a huge advantage in pushing matches and physical contests. It can simply overpower smaller opponents with raw strength. Its mandibles aren't as sharp or specialized as the Ghost King's, but they're much larger and stronger, able to crush through thicker shells and tougher bodies. The Amazon Giant also has excellent camouflage, with bright green wings that look exactly like rainforest leaves, complete with vein patterns and small brown spots that mimic damage from weather or insects. This camouflage lets it lie in wait for prey without being seen, turning its size from a possible weakness, being big and easy to spot, into a secret weapon. It is a patient hunter, often staying still for hours until a target comes close, then striking with sudden, forceful movements. In a one-on-one fight, its size and strength let it take hits that would disable smaller insects, and it can use its weight to pin enemies against branches or the ground. It doesn't have the dense spines of the Ghost King or the heavy armor of the Borneo species, but it doesn't need them. It relies on pure brute force to win battles. For many insect fans, the Amazon giant is the top pick, simply because no other Katydid can match its sheer physical power. Now we fly across the world to the tropical rainforests of Borneo, one of the oldest jungles on the planet, to meet our third and most heavily protected fighter, the Borneo armor Katydid. This Katydid is the tank of the Katydid world, built not just for fighting, but for surviving repeated attacks and dominating its habitat through unbreakable defense and steady offense. Adults grow to about 7 centimeters long, placing it between the Ghost King and the Amazon giant in size. But what makes it unique is its thick, rigid, full-body exoskeleton armor, covered in short, tough spines that can repel bites, pecks, and scratches. This armor is so strong that it can even stand up to light pecks from small birds, a predator that most Katydids would run from immediately. The Borneo armor Katydid is one of the very few Katydid species that actively hunts and feeds on young small birds in their nests, a feat that shows just how tough and fearless it is. It climbs trees slowly but steadily, using its armored legs to grip bark and branches without slipping, and targets nestlings that can't defend themselves. Along with its heavy armor, it has a secret defensive weapon. It can shoot a small amount of smelly, irritating hemolymph, its version of blood, when threatened. This fluid doesn't cause serious harm, but it repels predators and enemies by creating a bad taste and an unpleasant smell, giving the Katydid time to escape or counterattack. Its mandibles are strong and sturdy, built to chew through plant material and small animal prey alike, though they are not as fast or sharp as the Ghost King's. Unlike the Amazon giant, it is not built for speed or quick strikes, and unlike the Ghost King, it is not a hyperactive hunter. Instead, it is a slow, methodical fighter that can take hit after hit without getting injured, wearing down enemies until they can't fight anymore. In the dense, competitive jungles of Borneo, where predators are everywhere, this armor and defensive strategy make it one of the most successful Katydid species. It doesn't need to be the fastest or the biggest. It just needs to be the hardest to defeat. Now that we know each warrior's strengths, let's put them head-to-head in a simulated wild battle to find the true champion. First, let's compare their key fighting traits side by side. Offensive power goes to the Ghost King Katydid, with its sharp jaws, spiny legs, and lightning-fast strikes. It is built to end fights quickly before the enemy can react. Raw strength and size belong to the Amazon giant, Jungle Katydid, which can overpower enemies with its massive body and strong limbs. Defensive protection is easily won by the Borneo armor Katydid, with its impenetrable armor and chemical defense. Speed and agility are dominated by the Ghost King, while stamina and durability go to the Borneo species. The Amazon giant is the best at physical pushing and grappling. In a one-on-one fight between the Ghost King and the Amazon giant, the match would be close. The Amazon giant's size would let it take the Ghost King's initial strikes without being crippled, and it could try to pin the smaller insect with its weight. But the Ghost King's speed and spiny limbs would let it dodge the giant's slow attacks and target soft spots, like the joints between the giant's legs and body, where armor is thin. The Ghost King's sharp mandibles could pierce these weak points, and its spines would stop the giant from getting a secure grip. Over time, the Ghost King's faster, more precise attacks would wear down the giant, leading to a narrow win. In a fight between the Ghost King and the Borneo armor Katydid, the armor Katydid's tough shell would block most of the Ghost King's bites and slashes. The armor Katydid could use its chemical spray to throw the Ghost King off balance, then try to grab it with its sturdy legs. But the Ghost King's speed would let it avoid the slow, heavy strikes of the armor Katydid, and it would keep attacking the soft, unarmored parts of the Borneo insect's body, like the underside and the base of the antennae. The armor Katydid could survive for a long time, but it couldn't land a decisive hit on the fast-moving Ghost King, so the Ghost King would still come out on top. In the fight between the Amazon giant and the Borneo armor Katydid, the giant's size and strength would let it push the armor Katydid around, but the armor would stop most damage. The armor Katydid could use its chemical spray and slow steady bites to wear down the giant, but the giant's sheer mass would make it hard to take down. This match would be a long battle of stamina, but the Amazon giant's size would give it the edge in the end. After testing all three matchups, the overall champion of the Katydid family is clear, the Ghost King Katydid. It combines the perfect balance of speed, offensive weapons, agility, and precision that no other Katydid can match. The Amazon giant has unmatched size, and the Borneo armor, Katydid, has unbeatable defense, but neither can keep up with the Ghost King's ability to strike fast, target weak points, and avoid damage. In the wild, survival and fighting, success depend on ending conflicts quickly and avoiding unnecessary injury, and that is exactly what the Ghost King Katydid does best. It is not the biggest or the most heavily armored, but it is the most effective fighter, built perfectly for the Rainforest's brutal rules of survival. The world of Katydids is full of amazing adaptations that show how nature creates specialized warriors for different habitats. The Ghost King, Katydid, Amazon Giant, Jungle Katydid, and Borneo Armor Katydid each evolved their unique skills to thrive in their homes, whether it is the fast-paced jungles of South America or the ancient competitive forests of Borneo. Learning about these incredible insects helps us understand how every small creature plays a vital role in the rainforest ecosystem, and how evolution shapes every part of an animal's body to help it survive and win. These three Katydids are proof that even the tiniest warriors can have epic world-class fighting skills that rival any big animal in the wild. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel